Good afternoon, welcome to VANIK-IAS. We'll discuss current affairs of 16th May. First is, which of the following statements is not correct regarding planet Venus? Right. Why planet Venus is in news? Because India is going to launch a mission to Venus in 2024. Right. So its atmosphere is highly rich in carbon dioxide. Yes, its atmosphere is highly rich in carbon dioxide. It is right. The question is which is not correct. It is correct. The temperature is Venus is too high. Yes, it is nearer to sun surface. That's why it is also its temperature is very high. Then its structure is similar to Earth, but in larger in size. Not. It is not larger in size. It is smaller in size as compared to Earth. Almost like the moon. It's spin from east to west. Yes, it is Venus and Uranus. Venus and Uranus they both spin from east to west, that is in opposite direction, right? Okay, so here C is the incorrect answer, right? Next, with reference to sealed cover jurisprudence, consider the following statements. It is accepting information from government agencies in sealed envelopes that can only be accessed by judges. Yes, it can be only be accessed by judges. Accepting information from government agencies only be accessed by judges. It is only used by High Court. No, this can be mostly used by Supreme Court and High Court. Right? Both Supreme Court and High Court can use such type of envelopes. For example, in case of Rafale deal, government has given information in envelope and they have verified it and they have answered it. So here only D answer, only one answer is right. Okay. Next, with reference to the Uniting for Consensus (UFC) or the Coffee Club, consider the following statement. United for Consensus or UFC, consider the following statements. It is officially intergovernmental group comprising of all UNSC members. No. Whenever you see some word like all or only, usually they are wrong. So this is wrong. Okay. Next. It is a movement in opposition to the possible expansion of permanent seats in the United Nations Security Council. Yes, it is in a movement in opposition. Right. Some countries they want expansion of permanent seats. This coffee club it opposes the expansion of permanent members of the United Nations. G for nation include India and Pakistan among others. No, this is wrong. India and Pakistan are not in the same group. Okay. Who are the members of Coffee Club? The members of Coffee Club are Coffee Club. It is a club that opposes further expansion of UNSC permanent membership. That is Italy, Spain, Australia, Canada, South Korea, Argentina, and Pakistan. These are the members that opposes the expansion of permanent member of UNSC. Right. Next, what is G4? G4 nations are who want the expansion of permanent member of UNSC. G4 members are Germany, right? Then India, then Brazil, then Japan. These are the four countries. They are called as G4. They want permanent expansion of United Nations permanent membership, right? So two only answer is the right answer. Okay. Which of the following works of Rabindranath Tagore? What are the following works of Rabindranath? See, Kumar Sambhava, it is not the work of Rabindranath Tagore. It is the work of Kalidasa. Kalidasa has written Kumar Sambhava and Raghuvansam. Right. So four answer is wrong. If 4 is wrong, this option is eliminated. Then Gitanjali is written by Rabindranath Tagore. It is the most famous book. He has got Nobel Prize because of it. So the option comprised of 3 is only. So 1, 2 option cannot never be. Rest 1, 3 or 1, 3, 2. That means the question is not on Bhanusimha. The question is Manasi. Whether Manasi was written by Rabindranath Tagore or not. Yes, it is written. So all the 3, that is Bhanusimha, Manasi and Gitanjali. These are the books on by Rabindranath Tagore. Right? Kumar Sambhava was written by Kalidasa and also Raghuvansham is written by Kalidasa. Meghadutam is also written by Kalidasa. Which of the following conditions are favorable for the formation of tropical cyclones? Conditions favorable for formation of tropical cyclones. This is very important. First is sea surface temperature should be higher than 27 degrees Celsius. Yes, this is right. Coriolis force. Yes, presence of Coriolis force is essential for tropical cyclone. Then large differences of wind, vertical wind speed. This is wrong. This is small differences. Small variation in the vertical wind speed. Next is high pressure area. No, this is wrong. Temperature is high means pressure area of pressure will be low pressure. So obviously 1 and 2 option will be the right answer. Right? There will be low pressure area. Low pressure area, small variation on the vertical speed of wind. Sea surface temperature should be higher than 27 degrees Celsius and Coriolis force. Right? These are the conditions of tropical cyclones. Okay. There are different names of tropical cyclones. Right? For example, typhoon. Typhoon is in China Sea. Typhoon is in China Sea. Right? China Sea and Pacific Ocean. Then hurricanes in West Indian Islands, Caribbean Sea, that is Caribbean Sea, and Atlantic Ocean, where we call as hurricanes. Right? Tornado in, that is Guinea Islands of West Africa and Southern USA. Guinea Island of West Africa and Southern USA, called as tornado. Then Willy Willis is northwestern Australia. Willy Willis in northeastern Australia. Right. Tropical cyclones are called as typhoon in China Sea and Pacific Ocean, and hurricanes in Caribbean Sea and Atlantic Ocean, tornado in Guinea Island of West Africa and Southern USA, Willy Willis in northwestern Australia. That is Willy Willis. So 1 and 2 options are right. That is, sea surface temperature should be more than 27 degrees Celsius and presence of Coriolis force. Then small differences of vertical wind speed and low pressure area is essential for development of tropical cyclones. Okay. Next, the navigation system on different countries. Right. First is GPS USA. This is right. GPS USA, it is right. GLONASS is of Russia. GLONASS is of Russia, right? GLONASS is of Russia. Then Galileo is of Europe. Yes, Galileo is Europe. European Union, Galileo. Then China. What is China? China is Beidou. Beidou. This is the DOU. D, DOU. Beidou is China. GPS USA, GLONASS Russia, Galileo Europe. These are the navigation systems of what is India? India is NAVIC. Right. Navigation in Indian constellation. Navigation in Indian constellation. Right. It is a program by ISRO that will provide two types of service. One is SPS, standard positional service, and restricted service RS. Right, secret service, that is encrypted service is the encrypted service for the security agents or defense encrypted services, right? SPS is standard positional service. Standard positioning service, SPS. Okay. NAVIC has 7 satellites. Remember, NAVIC has 7 satellites. It can give us navigation up to 1400 kilometer surrounding India. That is NAVIC. So your answer is basically 1 and 3 are right. So 1 and 3 are the right. Galileo belongs to Europe and the GPS belongs to USA. Then consider the following statements. Barak 1 and Barak 2 both are surface to air missiles. Consider what are the incorrect substance. Yes, these are wrong. So this is incorrect. Choose the sorry. These are surface to surface missile. Yes, Barak 1 and Barak 2. This is correct. This is not incorrect. India developed Barak missile joint collaboration with Russia. No, it is with Israel. Barak missiles are developed in jointly with Israel. Right. So both are surface to surface missile. They are long range. They are long range surface to surface missile developed by India and Israel. They are ballistic missiles. Remember, the nuclear capable ballistic missile. Nuclear capable ballistic missile. Right. Ballistic missiles means missile that will follow a ballistic path. That will not, its accuracy is low as compared to cruise missile, but it is very long range and carry a huge amount of nuclear warhead. So two options are right. Both are surface to Barak 1 and Barak 2 both are surface to air. This is incorrect substance. So 2 is the incorrect substance. Only is the incorrect substance sentence, because statement 1 is right. It was, this missile system was launched by DRDO. DRDO established in 1958. Right. DRDO established in 1958. Okay. Next question is CHAF system, CHAFF, recently seen the news related to what? It is related to defense technology. Right. This CHAF system, this is related to defense technology. It is electronic counter measure technology. Electronic countermeasure technology is called as chaff technology, right? What is the job? It is to protect naval ship, especially to protect, the objective to protect naval ships from radar and radio frequency. From radar and radio frequency. Chaff system, it is used by Navy. Consider the following statement. Weight of food articles in CPI is higher than WPI. Which of the statements are correct? Yes, WPI base year recently changed to 2017-18. No, this is wrong. 2011-12 is the base year. So WPI doesn't changes in price, but CPI does. Yes, CPI is based on consumer price index, and that is wholesale price index, right? So CPI, it has changes in price because it majorly has the food items. Basically, it has food items, right? And in case of WPI, it is WPI is related to manufactured goods, manufactured goods, right? Another thing is WPI. Remember, WPI does not capture changes in the prices of services, right? This is WPI, right? It has in WPI more weightage was given to manufactured foods. CPI, it was food items. In case CPI, more weightage is given to food items, but in case of WPI, it is more weightage is given to manufactured goods, right? So this so 1 and 3 options are right answer. Next, just wait, just wait a minute. Next question is, what is Integrity Pact? Recently seen in news related to corruption, wildlife corridor, export, import, pollution. See, it is a agreement. Integrity Pact. Pact means it's an agreement. Right? Agreement between buyer and vendor. Buyer and vendor, that both sides will not resort to corrupt practices. Will not resort to corrupt practices. Right? Both sides will not resort to corrupt practices. So this A will be the answer. It is agreement between vendor and buyer. So next question we will see. Next onwards we will discuss. First we will discuss prelim facts. Then we will discuss main topics. And M Prime program. Recently, government has launched M Prime playbook to help academics to launch deep technology spin-offs. What is this? It is launched by Atal Innovation Mission, that is a branch of Niti Aayog, which we call as a think tank, right? Niti Aayog has two, one is Team India Hub, second is Atal Innovation Hub. In this innovation hub, we usually engages itself to studying various, uh, but to study various best practices of the world. So this program for researchers on innovation, market readiness, entrepreneurship, it is launched by Atal Innovation Mission, aimed join hand with Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. The Atal Innovation Mission has joined hands with Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. The nationwide program will be implemented by Venture Center, a non-profit technology business incubator. It is implemented by a non-profit technology business incubator, that is Venture Center. The promoting early stage science-based deep technology ideas to market through training and guidance over using blended learning curriculum. Blended learning curriculum means that will be extra and that will be added to the curriculum for promoting earliest science-based deep technology ideas. So these deep technology ideas will be blended with the traditional syllabus, right? Target audience: technology developers and incubation managers. Technology developers and incubation managers, they will be given deep technology ideas. Focus area: science based, knowledge intensive, deep technology entrepreneurship. That is the focus area: deep technology entrepreneurship, science based, knowledge intensive. Duration: paced and staged over a duration of 9 months. That is the duration of 9 months. This M Prime program will be launched for researchers in innovation, market readiness, and entrepreneurship. This will be a mission by Niti Aayog in association with Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. So this will, what it will do, it will impart deep technology ideas to those people who are in the curriculum, who are basically developing technology and working as incubator managers. Then program benefits: Prime Playbook, Guide for Science-Based Entrepreneurs and Ventures. Prime Library, a curated source of shared by faculty expert associated with the program. The Prime Videos, open access to video collection lectures delivered by part of the Prime Classroom. So this is the benefits of Prime benefits. These benefits are called as Prime management benefits, and this is to ensure that innovation is fostered among the researchers, and there should be market linkages with respect to it. Significance: developing products in sectors like healthcare, need deep technical knowledge and new inventions. Thus, there is a need to nurture science-based technology startups. Because there is need of technical knowledge, new inventions are increasing, new startups are increasing. There is various large-scale government program for Ministry of Small and Medium-Scale Enterprises. But in such a scenario, we have to also. That's why government must nurture the science-based technology startups. Programs like AIM Prime can nurture vehicles that can attract up capital into a high risk weighted pursuit. It can attract capital into high risk weighted reward pursuits to convert publicly funded research and development capabilities into products and services in the market. The AIM Prime program is serving very important purpose. So public funded research and development capabilities into products and services in the market. That is why Prime is essential. It will ensure science-based entrepreneurship and research. Okay. Andaman Nicobar Islands to get gas plant. Recently, Environment Ministry has approved exemption to the laws governing the regulation of coastal zones and paved a way for gas power plants to set off at Andaman Nicobar Islands. Approved an exemption to the laws governing the regulation of coastal zones and has paved way for gas power plants and to be set up at Andaman Nicobar Island. Okay. There will be gas power plant to be established in Andaman Nicobar Island. about the gas power plant. It will be gas-based power plants at Hope Town of Andaman Nicobar to provide clean energy. We have committed 450 gigawatt of energy from non-renewable from renewable resources by 2030 in the Glasgow summit. So that will qualify this Andaman Nicobar Island clean energy industry that will mm, help to produce energy from gas-based power plant. The plant is expected to work on dual fuel energy, that is through liquefied LNG and high-speed diesel and single fuel. Right? High-speed diesel HSD, LNG liquefied natural gas LNG and single fuel LNG. All these things will be expected to work in the plant. Location: the plant will come in South Andaman district in Feragans Tahsil. It is developed by National Thermal Power Corporation. NTPC has developed it. National Coastal Zone Management Authority. Okay, National Coastal Zone Management has recommended gas-based power plants to be permitted within island regulations zone-free area. Only islands with geographical areas greater than 100 km per hour. There only we can establish gas-based power plants. The Island Coastal Zone Regulation (ICRZ) 2009 limits the infrastructure development in the vulnerable coastal stretches because that will hamper the marine biodiversity or what marine biodiversity, right? And that will kill many species. That's why in island coastal regulation rules regulations are brought by the government. But the significance of the move to meet the clean energy requirement of the islanders, especially the people of island, to make the clean energy requirement, reducing dependency on highly polluting sources such as conventional diesel sources and green pipe consideration. So here it is a shift from conventional diesel sources to islanders like you know, so there is shift from commercial based diesel generators to the clean energy, right? There has been an increase in interest in the development of Andaman region policy proposed by Niti Aayog, right? To ensure competitive and cooperative federalism, Niti Aayog has been given policy push to Andaman Nicobar Islands. We have also seen regarding palm oil development, there is northeastern states and Andaman states are selected for palm oil development. A proposed product is to develop greater Andaman region to south or the southernmost stretch of the islands. Okay, so this is all about the clean energy plant in Andaman Nicobar gas plant, particularly that will produce clean energy. Then State of World's BATS report. The State of World's BATS report annual review of environmental resources has been released recently. World's BATS is part of international flagship program, BirdLife International. Flagship program using birds to access the condition of our ecosystem as a whole. BirdLife International. It is published by BirdLife International State of World's BATS report. Okay. To study the study was on BirdLife International latest assessment of all birds in International Union Conservation of Nature data, that is from IUCN data. BirdLife International has taken all the data and analyzed. The report was conducted by Manchester Metropolitan University, which gives an overview of changes in the knowledge and avian biodiversity and associated threats. Manchester Metropolitan University. This has also gives an overview of the changes of the knowledge. Okay, important findings. Decline trend. The population of 48% of the approximately 11,000 surviving species of birds across the world is declining. 40% of approximately 11,000 species is now in declining mode. Currently, 13% of species are threatened with global extinction. They may I mean, dipontal in India, but there is 13% in India, but throughout the globe they are extincted. 798 species of out of which classified as vulnerable, right? That is just below the endangered and critically endangered. That's why their name is small. There are 460 species are classified as endangered, right? That is above the vulnerable category. 450 species are endangered. 223 species are critically endangered. 73% species are estimated to have less than 10,000 mature individuals, right? Okay. So that means majority of the species are declining. Latitude variations. The proportion of high threatened species are found in more tropical latitudes, comprising of 84%, while the number was 31% in the case of temperate latitudes. So those highly threatened species are seen in the tropical latitudes, that is around 86.4%. The reason behind is that most of the biodiversity hotspots are concentrated in the tropical region. Most of the biodiversity hotspots are concentrated in tropical region. Example: Andes, Southeast Brazil, Eastern Himalayas, Eastern Madagascar, Southeastern Islands. These are the areas. Hotspots are concentrated in the tropical region. Right. Okay. The trend toward declining biodiversity is just alarming in India. For recent annual trends have been calculated in 146 species. Of nearly around 80% of decline in numbers, almost 50% plummeting strongly. Just about 6% of the species studied so stable population, and 14% is increasing population trends. Right. The importance of avian species in the ecosystem. What is the importance? Avian species has significant contribution towards ecosystem, service both directly and indirectly benefiting the human beings. What are the functions? Pollinators, they transmit the pollen grains from one flower to another flower. Seed dispensers, many times they also dispense seed by their excreta and other means. Then scavengers, some birds they are scavengers, they eat the dead carcasses, right? Especially the vultures, they eat the dead carcasses of any particular body. Then predators, those who want to make you die, they are predators and to enjoy. That is, these are called as yes. These are the functions of avian species in the ecosystem. And sustainable agriculture. They do not only contribute to biodiversity, but also support the anthropogenic activities like sustainable agriculture through pollination, preying, rodent pests. Right. Pest management, they help also in pest control and helps humans in agriculture, achieves biodiversity balance, loss of source of food. They are important source of food as well as meat. So this is the impacts of avian species. And aesthetic value. They have cultural and aesthetic value which contributes to the beauty of nature. Bird watching is a global pastime practices by millions of people. They are taken as pets too. So they are taken as pets. They are very valuable contribution. They are beauty of nature. Bird feeding industry is valued 5 to 6 billion per year and growing for 4% annually. It's an industry, bird feeding industry. That is preservation. This will ensure preservation of our biodiversity. They how they are linked to the to our food chain. We are not sure. So their aesthetic value is really great. Next, threats to avian species, growing human footprint. Right, increasing human population lead to degradation of natural habitats of birds. They want to move in urban areas, and thus leading to loss of biodiversity. Right, when the birds will move in urban areas, they lost their biodiversity. Then plantation disguised afforestation. Plantation disguised afforestation. Plantation is not afforestation. Afforestation means creation of a forest. But plantation means it is discrete. Anywhere you can make a plantation. Therefore, there has been increase in the tree covers in many regions, but nature of the newly planted trees has been not native, therefore being detrimental to many bird habitats. Their habitat changing is againly and againly that is happening. Hunting and trapping, many birds are hunted for their ornamental motives like feathers, snails, etc. In addition to being hunted for food globally. They are also hunted for food in some areas by some tribals. Impact of invasive alien species and disease. It has been estimated that approximately 1,000 alien bird species introduced accidentally and deliberately across the world over centuries have affected the native species significantly. So sometimes alien birds also get entry to the to new environment, and it is seen in India around 100 alien bird. They have affected the new species significantly. That is alien species. Infrastructure development in pursuit of human growth, fragmentation or destruction of habitat, various entrepreneurial activities, deforestation, development of infrastructure, high consumption of natural resources. All these things are also leading to decrease in the biodiversity. Agrochemical and pharmaceutical uses, millions of birds die every year because of the pesticide industry. For example, diclofenac has caused the develop vultures. Right? Because of diclofenac, huge number of vultures have died. Right? Global telecommunications. Rays from cell phone towers are damaging the biological system of birds, leading to the thinning of the egg cell. Climate change. The last century has been many species getting extinct. There are, and some are getting more extinct into critically endangered. This has been due to pronounced change in the climatic conditions of the earth and because of anthropogenic activities, because of various human activities. As the environment changes, that is why climate change is seen in the urban areas and various places of the world. Okay, what are the measures to take in the avian biodiversity loss? Right. Restoring natural habitat, sustainable expansion of human footprint, inputs from social sciences, stream from various disciplines achieve sustainable conservation outcomes, can help arrest the dwindling number of the bird species. So these are the measures that need to be taken to conserve the bird species. Another thing is accelerated afforestation, afforesting deforestation. That means the deforestation should be stopped and afforestation need to be increased. First of all, Worldwide Fund has on Nature and Wildlife Conservation Society. Wildlife is working for a scheme to see 1 trillion trees regrown, saved or protected by 2050. The tracking of illegal hunting and sand poaching. Provisions of sites and CMS should be adopted under domestic laws to stop illicit trade and poaching in the species. So sites and CMS, that is to be signed so that they can poach, or that means they can provide security to our birds. Captive breeding reintroducing specific species which near extinction, critically injured. Those who are extinction and critically injured, we can introduce mm, captive breeding, right? Sustainable development. Human side should be reconciled with nature. The anthropogenic development should be made sustainable with other creatures of nature. Next issue is Myanmar issue. Given Myanmar's geostrategic significance and continuing insurgent threat, disturbances in Myanmar pose a direct and serious policy challenges to India. However, India must continue to engage with Myanmar to restore the democratic processes and prevent violence and conflict in Myanmar. Analyze. We have to first introduce the Myanmar and India's relations with it briefly. Myanmar is formally called Burma, military ground in Power Cove, and third time in the nation's history to independence from British rule 1948. So it's in 1948 it got independence from British rule. Okay. Also called British rule military, also called junta or Tatmada, alleged that the general election held in 2022 were full of irregularities and therefore the results are not valid. The marked by the end of Myanmar's short-lived experience of democracy, which began in 2011. The military implemented parliamentary elections in other reforms. Right. So basically, there was an elected government, but the Myanmar junta has nullified it. What is the significance of Myanmar to India? Why Myanmar is significant? Because of Neighborhood Fast Policy Act. Right. First thing is Neighborhood Fast Policy Act. Second thing is East Policy. Therefore, it will help in Act East Policy. Act East Policy of India. This will help. Right. Then in regional security, it will introduce regional security in Indo-Pacific, serves as a land bridge to connect South Asia to Southeast Asia. So our linkages with Southeast Asia increases. Also our trade and development, that trade with Tripura will also increase. So it will provide security in right eastern direction, and also this will ensure the Indo-Pacific, that is the center of the world politics as of now. The their India, they ensure to ensure maritime security, right? If there is democracy in Myanmar, then it can also participate in ensuring the rule-based order in international sea platforms. So these are very strategic because it is the gateway to India's Act East policy. Their strategic location, buffer between India and China. Myanmar has coastal access to Bay of Bengal, current Bangladesh, China, rest of the northeastern states of India, close to Andaman Coast archipelago. So Myanmar is very important because it connects India, connects China, and also various island nations that is connected. So it is very strategic. Next, so our national security, Myanmar China border has become a epicenter of local armed groups separating Myanmar soil. Indian troops ranging from Ulpa, Assam, INCM in Nagaland. So there we must ensure national security because that is a insurgency area. There is threat. And economic interest. India has interest in global resources. Myanmar and also developing certain projects like India, Myanmar, Thailand. Trilateral, however, Kaladan multimodal project, which is to link India's landlocked northeastern states to Myanmar port of Sitwe, located in Bay of Bengal. Instability in Myanmar will cause roadblock in these ambitions. There are various projects, right? For example, Kaladana multimodal project, Myanmar port, Sitwe port development, Indian land linked to our northeastern states, right? India, Myanmar, Thailand, trilateral highway. So there are various projects, economic projects, and so that's why that's why Myanmar becomes important. Then countering China, a weakened Myanmar falling into the clutches of China satellites as a satellite state will pressurize India to Beijing's bidding in the regional affairs. So if Myanmar do not maintain its strategic autonomy, then obviously it will fall into the clutches of China. It approach to be taken by India. India faces most challenging dilemma on how to respond to the military coup in Pakistan. India supports process of democratic transition in Myanmar, right? India or democratic transition in Myanmar because there is dictatorship of military junta. Though India has expressed deep concern over recent developments in Myanmar, cutting off from the Myanmar's military is not viable option because that is now ruling it. Because we have to see our short-term interest as well. We should not develop animosity with the ruler of other country. The dual power centers of military and the civilian government existed in Naipitha until recently suited in India. While India's national interest clearly lie in the dealing with whoever in the power in Myanmar, India should find it difficult openly support junta, giving the strong Western and American stance. Right? There is strong Western pressure that is from USA. Right? Strong Western pressure. So India cannot support the military junta. What we have to, well, in balance we must develop, we must keep the relationship. On the other hand, it can ill afford to offend junta by actively seeking restoration from democracy there, right? Because now that is power in Myanmar, we cannot directly support the democracy in other countries. India should continue to engage in the present engineer of Myanmar, working towards mutual development of people in both countries, while it will support sharing experiences in constitutionalism and federalism to assist the Myanmar for better revealing and prevailing the stalemate. So the basic thing is that there is India has to India is a dilemma that is in big brother dilemma. It cannot develop good relationship with the military junta, neither it can develop good relationship with the opposition, right? So India it is in a dilemma, and we should base the principle of government of India should be based on constitutionalism and ensuring federalism. Then conclusion: India is left with very clear policy options, and yet it must be continue to maintain relationship between government and power and Myanmar, while discussion pushing for political reconciliation in the country. In the meantime, focus must be on improving trade connectivity, security between the two sides. At both sides, they should develop trade security and integrity among each other. So, D is the answer. So, here the lecture end. Basically, yes. So Myanmar geostrategy is continuing to insurgency threat disturbances. Myanmar poses direct threats to the. So what are the challenges regarding Myanmar? That is the insurgency threat disturbances in Myanmar pose and direct and serious policy challenges to India. So these are the challenges regarding India and northeastern states. There is other irregularities in the defense also that has come to knowledge, and also another thing is that uh, it will ensure national security. Because Chinese border is an epicenter of local armed groups. Ulpan and NSN is their strategic location is very strategic because it connects Bangladesh, China northeastern states, India, etc. Right. Approach taken by China. India faces most challenging dilemma on how to respond to the war in Myanmar because we cannot develop good relationship with the military junta, neither how to develop complete good relationship with the elected Japan. So it is especially it is the dilemma. Otherwise, you will apply the policy of de-hyphenation. De-hyphenation means we will engage both countries according to our choices, but it will not be dictated by any country. So the lecture ends here. Like this video, share this video, and subscribe to VANIK-IAS. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll discuss at 2:30 p.m. We'll discuss objective questions, and then prelims topic, then the mains. Thank you.